OneNet is a data center operator. We provide co-location services to corporate customers, to whether they are wholesale or individually, it doesn't matter. And that's what we've been doing for many years now as a data center operator. And we are one of the carrier-neutral data center in Singapore. Yeah. As for me, I've been in OneNet for just past 3 years now. Before that, I used to work for an organization called CSF Asia, building data center in Jakarta. And even before that, I used to work for a Temasek-led company called ST Telemedia. And from there, I built my first data center called ISTT back in 1998, yeah, which has now become Equinix, of course. Yeah. 2016 has been a big thing, which has taken two years for us to get to where 2016. But the whole success of 2016 started about 2 years before that, as we started to rebrand OneNet. And this came into a big moment when we opened our latest data center in Woodlands called OneNet North. And that's a 3,800 racks, 30 megawatt facility to complement our sister site, which is in Chai Chee, which is 1,800 racks and 11 megawatt facility, which is already 90% full. Yeah. And the big thing that I can see coming in 2017 from a OneNet and from an industry perspective here in Asia would be the expansion of OneNet into the ASEAN region, in particular to cities in Indonesia, to cities in Thailand, Malaysia and the Philippines. So we believe that there is huge amount of growth in this industry around ASEAN. Actually, it's been very refreshing for me. I'm very grateful for my marketing manager in convincing me to support this event. I've been delighted with the event overall. Very professionally run, and it's a very professional event, which I found very interesting. Loads of business networking potential, which I found very interesting as well. So all in all, a very good event. Let me describe a broader basis, not just the submarine cable industry, but the submarine cable plus the data center industry. Because as I said, I believe this industry in the current status of where the digital economy is about, are very much interrelated. Although the organization that invests in it, people who do data center and people who do submarine cable may not be the same company. But in terms of the two elements has to come together and work very much together in order to provide the infrastructure to support the digital economy. So I think that's the industry. If I look at this industry, then three words come to mind. It is very robust, it is very challenging, and there is significant growth that we can see in the next 5 years from this combined industry. I think there are quite a lot of game changers that will come to the industry, but the top of the one that is driving the business towards us. Now, keeping in mind that the submarine cable industry and the data center industry, we are only providing the infrastructure for other people to make the digital economy work. So the biggest game changer is how global customer will adopt the new IT strategy of cloudifying their application, and how they're going to utilize the cloud in order to grow their business across multiple geography. Essentially, if we get this right, geography becomes meaningless. What was more important, therefore, is for people to identify where are the key economic centers. And as one of your keynote speakers spoke out this morning, there is a restructuring of the purpose of how people will look at the world by rearranging it from a hierarchical process into more a symmetry process. And when that happens, the industry we are in, which is the submarine cable and the data center industry, will have to come together to create that infrastructure to allow this symmetry to be realized. Okay, so I think that's the two key game changer. The restructuring of all industry into less hierarchical and more symmetry. The challenge, therefore, and opportunity is understanding how the industry will come about to take advantage of how we can re-architect this hierarchical process into a symmetry of process, and by doing it correctly, and in terms of how customers will adopt the cloud the cloud technology in order to be a lot less geographically dependent as they grow their business. For ASEAN and for Asia Pacific in particular, for the two merged industry, which is both the submarine cable industry and the data center industry, the biggest potential driver going forward is major policy changes in different government as they work towards deregulating these industry within their economy in order to seek for economic growth. I think the realization in most of the Asian economy is that there need to be a certain amount of controlled deregulation in order to grow this economy, which is what we call the digital economy. So I think that's going to be the biggest future driver for us in our industry, in order to provide the underlying infrastructure to support this evolution for new business. So I think, to me, I'll focus on just that and understanding how these changes in policy, how to take advantage of them, and therefore prioritize our investment based on those policy changes.